Get your brand or song in front of each video that we do here on the channel. We got specials going on right now, and we accommodate almost every budget. Email me right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. Do not wait, let's work. All right, so let's talk about this because Cassie was on the stand today, man, and she said a lot today on the stand. It's a lot of graphic stuff. It's a lot of graphic. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about and what, but I'm gonna give you a few aspects of what went down today. Now during her testimony, Miss Ventura um talked about every aspect of her life when she was with Diddy. She talks about, living in fear, and she pretty much says that physical abuse was frequent and pretty much happened on a regular basis. Now, in addition to the physical violence, Cassie detailed that she saw guns in his home and she was forced to carry a gun for him. Right. Now she had her, there was an opening statement today. Obviously looked like she, if not is the star witness, she's definitely one of the star witnesses in this particular case. And I prepared some stuff. I don't know if I could even read it on the screen on my eyesight. All right, she pretty much testified, right, that Diddy paid a male. I'm gonna jump right into it. Paid a male escort to have sex with her, right, while she wore a masquerade mask during the first freak off. Right now, she said she took ecstasy, Molly, alcohol, cocaine. And at times she would stay up for 4 days at a time. And she said the longest freak off was 4 days long. She also, she also, the baby oil. She talked about the baby oil. Everybody will be, you know, um, pretty much getting a kiddie pool full of baby oil to get lathered up and ready for the activities. Now, a lot of people were saying, like, going through the paperwork and going through the testimony, that it seemed like she was a willing participant, being made to even do stuff, when she was on her menstrual cycle. And I'm not going down that road. Now here's one thing, right? And then I'll talk about after I get through the details. She said that she was right. Let me pull this up a little bit closer. Urinated on repeatedly by Diddy and other male during the freak offs, and described choking because she had so much urine in her mouth. Now she told the jury that she had to spread another man's, you know what, his, you know what I'm saying, what happens when you do the do, and put it on Diddy's nipples, emphasizing she did not want to do it. Now she said freak off happened in major cities, including Miami, New York, Atlanta, Ibiza, and hotels across the country. She said she used Craigslist to find male escorts for Diddy early on in the process. She said drugs were essential just to disassociate and get through the encounters. Obviously, as a numbing agent to make it a little bit easy for her, to do. Now, she said a lot more. She said a whole lot more, but those were kind of some of the main things that was said today. And I'm thinking, right? I know now that and there's other people that's going to testify, but I can see now clearly the picture here is that, you know, she was one of the main reasons why I think they, you know, she was definitely going through, bro. Like, I don't want people to think that this is that or this is this or this is some, oh, she's, a money grab, but she went through a lot, bro. Like she, according allegedly, willingly or unwillingly. Some people will say, "Oh, it's willingly because she could have left, she could have did this, she could have that," and she probably could have. But look, you talking about this man is powerful. He knows police. He knows people. He's connected. Maybe she felt trapped. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. See, we think because the door's there, people can leave. It goes deeper than that. Sometimes that's why you say, how come people don't leave abusive relationships? Because they don't feel like they can. What are they going to do? I don't have no money. I don't have no place to live. Whatever the case may be. That's why I feel like, when she, I guess the trainer she was messing around with, that was a safe place for her, right? She was able to confide in him. She was able to feel safe and comfortable in his arms, right? Because she probably had nobody. Now, the other side of this is, and that's what I was saying. Let's wait to see. Because then you got the cross examination. And then the cross examination, they're going to make it seem like if I was a defense attorney, I will paint her. I will go after her and make her admit that she liked it and that she wanted to do this shit. That's what I would do. I would say, did anybody force you? Like stuff like that. Did anybody, physically or, mentally or, force you? And she probably say no. Then you could continue to paint the picture like she was just a willing participant in this. And maybe at some point in time she got tired of it. Maybe at some point in time she wasn't feeling it. And then you're going to ask her about the drugs. Did you take the drugs willingly? Did you get in the baby oil pool willingly? Did you spread the semen on his nipples willingly? Like all of this is going to come, is going to be the strategy in my, it's just common sense for real, for real. You're taking this thing to trial. You're going to attack every witness's their credibility. You're going to go after anything that you can. You're going to make it seem like this was something that they were all willing participants in, that they enjoyed and that they liked. And if you ain't like it, why didn't you just leave? If you didn't like it, why did you take the drugs? So on the other hand, the prosecution is making it seem, well, I took the drugs because, I was, trying to cope. I didn't really want to do this, but I was scared because they had guns in the house. So this is going to be the balance of power that we're going to, be seeing through this whole case. Now, I think his every day I'm going to go through this every single day with you guys. I'm going to give you guys a breakdown and follow this every day, and to the culmination, of this trial, because I think it's important, but one of his managers are going to be testifying, if not mistaken, and some other people, and I'm sure they got some other bombshell witnesses, so right now pretty much they're in the the phase of her testifying about these freak offs, right? But we got to go a little bit deeper, because now I'm not 100% convinced, right? I do feel like she dealt with some mental anguish, obviously some abuse. We seen the video, mental abuse, physical. I agree, but was she a willing participant? Did she enjoy this shit at a point in time? And I think that's going to, be major in this case. It's going to be major. So I could see both sides of it. I could definitely see both sides of this. I think she's going to be on the stand tomorrow, maybe another day. And but what's going to be crucial, right? The part that I think is going to be, that could hinder and hurt Diddy is the fact, because remember, they're trying to paint this as, sex trafficking across state lines. So she's already admitting that this was, done in multiple states and countries. So that's important when you're trying to establish this sex trafficking. Now they're trying to make it seem like, which is going to be, in my opinion, it's like, yo, you calling people up, right? You're soliciting people. Like, let's say, all right, it's a party. We're going to a party. We're taking drugs at this party, and we're having sex at this party. I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing. We're all going to this party because we know what it is. We getting fucked up. We getting drunk, and we about to be doing whatever we're doing. That's what it seems like to me so far for some of the people. So for them to try to paint this as, oh, he was, getting these people, I haven't seen anything forced yet. Haven't seen him grabbing these group of people. They try to make it seem like he's getting these group of people, taking them in the back of a van against their will, and taking them here and doing a party. The way it seems like from testimony is that they calling people on Craigslist and shit. They hitting people up and letting them know, all right, we need escorts for this. Boom, 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 boom. We need escorts for this. This is what we're gonna do here. We got drugs. We got everything you need. I'm not forcing you to take it, but it's here. It's like you go to a party and there's bottles of liquor everywhere. Like nobody's forcing you to drink it. You just pick up the cup and start drinking. And one thing leads to another. So, again, it's very early in this trial. It's very, very early. So we're going to see how this continues to develop over the next upcoming, days, because I'm sure there's going to be more. I think next time they're going to get more into probably the more of the physical abuse and some of the things, that, and they talking about, even the urination thing, which, is disgusting if that's the case. But we'll see. We'll see. Now, people are saying that Diddy was very calm, didn't show a lot of reaction while she was testifying. In fact, some people said he was even jovial, meaning a little happy, a little giddy, and not showing a lot of emotion, So this is gonna be deep. This is gonna be deep. Now, she also was saying that the freak offs became her job, right? She said this was something like, she had no space for anything. It was her words that she would stay up for days in partying, drinking, and having sex with strangers. Right. She said freak offs lasted anywhere from 36 hours to 72 hours. Right. The longest one lasting for 4 days. And yeah, this is some sick shit, bro. This it's sick, bro. Like this dude's a straight like days in, bro. Like, and that's what it sounds like. It's like a sick dude, you know, that just like partying, drug, and having sex. But the prosecution is going to paint like, yeah, it's that. Plus, you hold this woman against her will. You're forcing her, right? You're making her partake in a lifestyle that she doesn't want to partake in. What the hell was you doing, Diddy? Now, she also goes on to say, the relationship pretty much changed on her 21st birthday. She says she celebrated her 21st birthday in Las Vegas with Combs and some friends. She said that there's where he first kissed her in the bathroom of the suite. She said she cried, ran off, and told her friend, adding she was naive, a new artist who didn't know, right, the lay of the land and which came, what come with the business. You got to give it up, I guess. And I'm sure a lot of women, female artists, found that out. Sadly, in this industry, that you got to pretty much, not all, but some end up sleeping their way, to the top. So, yeah, this is now another thing's interesting. She said how she was introduced to the idea of freak off. Ventura, in the first year of the relationship, says that Combs suggested a sexual encounter called voyeurism, whatever the hell that is. She says it involved her hiring an escort or dancer. He could watch her engage with another man while he directed them. She said she was only 22 years old at the time. She was confused and nervous, but I also loved him very much and wanted to make him happy. Now, to me, it kind of screams at a Shannon Sharp shit. Like, first of all, you got this young 22-year-old baby, young girl, right? You making her you turning her out pretty much. That's what that says to me, right? So let's keep going, right? She says over time she realized it was something she wanted, that it wasn't something that she wanted to do regularly, but she didn't feel like she had the choice to say no. She says she worried about making him angry because he controlled much of her life, including her career and how she dressed. She also worried he could blackmail her from releasing images from the freak offs. Haven't we heard this story before? That's why, you know, I got a feeling like this behavior was learned, man. Like I got a feeling like this is a part of Hollywood. Like I got a real good feeling about that. Like this is what they do. Like to exercise, if it's true, allegedly, to exercise power and control and influence over you, get you in some crazy ass, freaky situations, hold the tape, and dare you to get out of line. That's interesting right there. Now she goes on to say that violence happened frequently, right? Frequently over 10 years. She describes allegations of physical abuse, including being knocked over, dragged, kicked, and stomped in the head. When asked how often the abuse occurred, Cassie said frequently on the stand. She also describes getting black eyes and bruises on her body. Yeah, and we all saw the tape. And to me, the tape was just the beginning. The tape was just the beginning in my, opinion. Now, the second witness, Daniel Phillips, is back on the stand to continue his cross-examination. So we'll have some more about that. I'm a little late jumping into this. Also, Israel Flores, he was also on the stand. He worked security. And so we gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving through this. I'm gonna give you guys updates starting today. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this little update that I gave you. And we're gonna be out here to the end, of this trial, man. So it's your brother Old Guy. Hit the thumbs up button if you appreciated my recap on Diddy and Cassie. It's heating up. This is what we was waiting for. We was waiting for the details. And I'm starting to form a little bit of an opinion here. And I just, wait. But I want to hear more information. Then I'm slam the gavel down and give you my whole opinion of what I think really happened here. But it's starting to look ugly, in my opinion. But we'll wait and see. Hey, hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, if you want to advertise on this channel right before the video that we do, each video, one video, two, all the videos, email me right now. ogod@hiphopun.com. That's ogod@hiphopun.com. And don't worry if you don't remember, to go all the way down to the bottom of the description. Copy and paste it and hit me up. Peace.